From KLAF NBC, News 15 at noon starts now.
Good afternoon. Welcome to News 15 at noon. I'm Taylor Trichet. Thank you for joining us. This just in from the town of Doosan. Chief of Police Kip Judy is confirming the I-10 eastbound exit ramp 92 in Doosan is closed due to an overturned 18-wheeler, which is leaking acrylic acid. News 15's Aaliyah Red is at the site with details. Aaliyah, what are you seeing out there?
Well, in the words of Doosan Fire Chief, what a Monday. Taylor, what we're looking at right now is actually the current state of the 18-wheeler. And as you can see, it is still turned over on its side. We learned that there is a crack in the tank, and that crack has led to harmful chemicals actually leaking out of the side of the tank. Now, those harmful chemicals are being contained right now. And the fire chief did tell me that they are controlled. What they're doing right now is, if you can see, there are mounds of sand around the truck. So what they did is make a barrier around the chemical so that the chemical could no longer spread. And they're saying, thankfully, there is no wind or rain or anything of that nature happening right now, because it could be a completely different story and things could have turned worse. Now, in terms of the driver of the truck, he was sent to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Now, this is still under investigation, and they do say it more than likely will be an all-day cleanup. But make sure that you stay tuned to News 15. We will have later updates in our later shows this evening. But right now, I'm going to send it back to you, Taylor, live in Doosan. Aaliyah Red, News 15.
All right, Aaliyah, thank you for that. Stay tuned to News 15 tonight at 5 and 6 for those details. Right now, though, let's go ahead and take a look outside with Storm Track 15 meteorologist Adam Olivier. Adam, it's a beautiful day. The sky behind you doesn't look real.
Yeah, you know, Taylor, it is a fantastic looking and feeling day out there after a very cold start. We are looking at some pretty quiet conditions now with some blue skies across the region. We are seeing a few clouds out there, just a little puffs outside, but nothing that's going to be producing any rain, and no major concerns for you anytime soon. This is a live view from our Queen City of the Tesh camera in New Iberia atop the Community First Bank building. So again, beautiful afternoon across the area, 68 degrees in New Iberia, a wind of 7 miles per hour, variable at the time being, 53-degree dew point. So some good feeling air for right now. We're looking at temperatures approaching 70 already, so likely to see those low to mid 70s through the afternoon hours. Lots of sunshine expected. No rain today to track, but that is changing in your forecast as we get into the next 24 to 48 hours. We're going to be timing out those rain chances. Also talking about when we could see some storms arriving as well. Those details in just a bit. In the meantime, let's send it over to Taylor.
All right, Adam, thank you. It's time to check in right now with Blair Broussard, our local real estate expert. Thanks so much for being here with us today.
Thank you so much, Taylor, for having me. I'm so excited. This week is just so much buzz with Valentine's Day, Mardi Gras. It's going to be awesome. Wanted to come and talk to you about the real estate market. And really, just in conjunction with Valentine's Day, you need to think about, as a seller, your home going on its first date every time.
I love that analogy.
Yes. Yeah, I tell my clients all the time, your home is in the matchmaking process, right? So every time that a buyer comes to see your house, it's like it's going on a first date. So I have 3 tips to help sellers. This is what I tell all of my sellers that you can do. Number 1, hire me as your realtor, because not only is a realtor going to give you great advice on how to stage your home, how to price your home, but as much as we work with sellers, I work with buyers. So I know what buyers in the market want, need, and are currently looking for. I can give you real-time feedback about that, which is awesome. Number 2, complete that honey-do list. It has been on your fridge all winter. Just get it done, knock it out, because all the ways that you know and trust your home, a buyer doesn't, right? It's a brand new house to them in some way, shape, or form. Even if it's your neighbor coming over and interested in buying your home, which that does happen too. They don't know the little intricacies of your house like you do. And so it kind of can put a buyer off a little bit. So if there's, a leaky faucet or some chip paint or a door that's squeaking, or you don't have the switch plate covers on, the junction boxes aren't covered, just knock all that out. And then lastly, declutter and depersonalize. You don't want to walk into a home that you're looking to potentially buy and there's like baby photos all over,
Yeah.
and like
That's a good point, though.
Yeah, it's like I'm seeing your kids everywhere, and it's wonderful, and I'm sure your kids are great and awesome, but like that's not necessarily my life as the buyer. And what I'm trying to do as the buyer is envision my stuff in your current home, right? So it's really just looking at your house as a product that's on the market, and this is so hard because we get emotionally attached to our home. I mean, me included. I look at my living room and think my oldest son took his first steps here,
Yeah.
and you know, you get caught up on that. But in the same way, your house is now on the market. It's looking for a new match, and those are 3 things that you need to do to, you know,
Get it first date ready.
Yes,
I
get it
love
first
that.
date ready.
And Blair, if people at home have any questions, how can they contact you?
I'm on Instagram regularly. You'll see there Blair Broussard _realtor, or my email blair@blairbroussard.com, or online blairbroussard.com.
Great tips, Blair. Thank you so much for sharing these with our viewers. All of this is going to be on KLAF.com. And speaking of Valentine's Day, we got to check in with our very own Al Abear. He's at Bonefish making Valentine's Day drinks. Hey, Al, how's it going?
Hey, Taylor. I am at Bonefish Grill. I'm with Tyler Rayo, and we're talking about romantic cocktails, romantic dinner, all happening at Bonefish Grill because, hey, tomorrow's Valentine's Day.
It absolutely is, and what a more romantic day than Valentine's.
I love it, and we made some really interesting cocktails, and kind of take us through the cocktails that we made, because I got a couple of favorites here.
Do you? All right, so our first one right here was our smoky old fashioned. That's my personal favorite. It's a real show whenever you put that on. Our 1901 dirty martini with our dirty house-made olives. We have our Tropic Heat martini right here. Our pomegranate martini, which is sweet. She sneaks up on you a little bit, so you gotta be careful when you're drinking her. Traditional French 75 right here. And then, of course, our after dinner drink, which goes really great with our chocolate lava cake, our espresso martini.
Now, I love chocolate lava cake, so I know a lot of people are scrambling, especially men. They just woke up and they realize, holy cow, tomorrow's Valentine's Day, what do I do? So if you have no idea, this is a perfect place to come, impress the person you love. Tell us about reservations. Are we going to need reservations to get in?
Yes, you will need reservations. We are pretty full booked up, but if you want to come sit on the wait list, you absolutely can. You can sit up at our bar table or our community tables. They're first come, first serve, or depending upon the weather tomorrow, outside on the patio might be beautiful as well.
That could be really, really nice, as you said, depending on the weather. Remind us the days of the week you guys are open. If we want to come and on a weekend or a day of the week, what are those hours?
So we are open every day of the week. Monday through Thursday is going to be 11 to 10, and we're offering happy hour every day from 4 to 6:30, by the way.
I love that. And I got to tell you, Bonefish, I mean, you guys do such great food, and I tell you, I think for Valentine's Day, what were we talking about earlier? We make memories, right? Yeah. And sometimes it's not necessarily the gift, but it's the memory you make. And I tell you what, you guys do a great job. So we're going to go back to the studio because you guys do a great job. Happy Valentine's Day.
Now, coming up, meet Colin. She has wearable glitter to share with you. Perfect for Mardi Gras. Details coming up this half hour.
And we are seeing some pretty cool conditions out there right now, but warming up fast. Sunshine sticking around here as we go through the rest of your afternoon. I'll have more on that for you coming up.
But up next, we're hanging out with our friends over at the French Press. Justin is here. He has some fun tips for you. Stay with us. That's next. I'm gonna grab that other camera for you, Sierra, so you can. Yeah, it's already cruising. I'm gonna drop this. I can feel
And
it.
this segment, this is like 3, 4?
4 minutes.
Okay. Just about enough time for an egg to poach.
Welcome back. Joining us in studio today, we have Justin with the French press. Thanks so much for being here.
My pleasure.
I'm so excited. What are you showcasing for us today?
Today I'm going to show your viewers how to assemble our most popular dish at the French press. It's called the Cajun Benedict.
Oh.
And it's a good dish to show because it gives an indication of what we like to do with our menu, which is take familiar Cajun ingredients and put them together in a unique way.
I love this. What's the first step?
So I'm not going to teach anybody how to make gumbo because everybody knows how to make gumbo.
Yeah.
Or boudin because everybody knows where to find their favorite boudin.
Absolutely.
But what I will do is show you how to put it together in a fun way. So the first thing we're going to do, which is the only technical part of the dish, is poach some eggs.
Okay. Now this is hard for a lot of people.
It seems hard, but once you do it once or twice, you realize that that's just a myth. It's not difficult at all.
Okay.
So all you have to do is get a pot of water with a 1-to-4 ratio of water and regular vinegar, white vinegar, and get it to where it's just enough heat to where the water is moving.
Okay.
You don't want to boil it because then the egg will fall apart, and you don't want it to be still because then the egg will just sink to the bottom and you'll just get a flat egg. So water's moving just a little bit, and just real gently crack the egg right into the water. You can get it to hang on to the shell for a second, that's great. If not, that's okay too. Because you see, with the water moving around, the egg won't stick to the bottom, and the vinegar causes the egg to coagulate and stay together.
It's like science, a little science experiment.
It is.
In here.
All of cooking is science, actually.
This is so fun. Now, how do you know when this is done?
We tell by touch.
Okay.
But once you do it daily, 100 times a day, 1,000 times a day, you get a natural timer go off in your head, and you're like, oh, my eggs are done. It takes about 3 minutes to get 2 or 3 minutes to get from to get a soft poached egg, which is what we look for generally. The best thing for consistency is if you're poaching your eggs straight from the refrigerator, a chilled egg will take longer to poach.
Okay.
So if you get a feel for that, then just always make sure you're using cold eggs, or pull them out and let them come up to room temperature.
Yeah.
And they'll go quicker.
I love
so
it.
while those are poaching, what we're going to do is get our the other parts of our dish ready. We're going to take our boudin. It's out of the casing boudin. I use Hebert's boudin from Maurice. You can use, like I said, your favorite boudin. And we actually cook it like, or we use it like, as if it was a patty of meat, like a
burger patty.
Like a burger patty, exactly. You just form it into a patty shape and let it fry in a non-stick pan.
That's so easy.
And
That's perfect.
yeah, it'll sear on either side. And while we're doing that, we're also going to toast our French bread.
Oh my God, the best part.
Langlonaise is what we use. Again, you could use your favorite French bread.
Oh wow.
And these we just toast with oil in the same pan.
And this is your best seller, you would say, at the restaurant?
Yeah, it is. It's a crazy dish, and as a matter of fact, my wife came up with it whenever she was having a pregnancy craving. She said, I want gumbo, boudin, eggs, cheese, all in one bowl. And I was like, oh, that doesn't sound very good, but you know,
it's good.
You don't say no. to a pregnant craving. So I made it. She ate it. She was like, "You got to try that," and I did, and she was right. It was excellent. We put it on the menu as a special because I wanted to see how people would respond.
Yeah.
And very soon it was our bestseller.
I love that. While you keep building, go ahead and talk about your new location.
Oh yeah, perfect timing actually. We're just about to open our second location on Ambassador Caffrey, which we're thrilled about. It's twice as big as our downtown location.
Yeah.
So that'll help us eliminate the wait time for tables on the busy weekends. Bigger bar selection. We're going to expand the menu a little bit, but keep it French press style. People will recognize the menu. And downtown will stay open and continue to operate. Both restaurants will have the same menu. And we look to be up and running by the second week of March.
That is so exciting
right around
for
the corner.
you guys.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so close. That's so, it's so awesome. It's so exciting. When I read that you guys were getting a second location, I'm like, this is awesome for you guys, because if you go to French Press, you know it's going to be a line, but it's worth it because the food there is so, so good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm excited to expand the menu. There's always been some things I've wanted to do. We're going to approach it in the same vein. Cajun classics, familiar ingredients, but presented in a fun and clever way.
Yeah, we're gonna let you build this, but we're out of time actually. But if people want to learn more about French Press, how can they?
They can check out our website, or better yet, they can just come down and get it for themselves in the restaurant.
It is good. That dish is one of my favorites. Guys, don't go anywhere. We have a whole fun show in store for you. Adam, you have a look at the forecast too.
Yeah, some changes ahead as we track some warm temperatures out there right now. We're going to be tracking more of that and also rain chances for you after the break.
Always tracking, always alerting. Here's your Storm Track 15 weather.
Welcome back to News 15 at noon, where we are tracking some beautiful weather out there for your afternoon. This is a live view from our Lafayette Tower camera here at News 15. Across downtown, you can see the buildings there, some high wispy clouds, the Cajun Dome all bright as we have that sunshine filling the sky. It is really going to be a nice time out there. We're looking at 66 after starting the morning off at 37. You have really warmed up in Ville Platte now as we head to Opelousas 64, 68 in Lafayette and New Iberia, 67 in Abbeville. I want to show you what we call visible satellite. And what this is if you were flying over the earth and you look down, you would see exactly this. Although you'd see green and other colors out there indicating the actual ground. But the clouds, look at them streaking in from Texas. Now, this is where our next system is coming from out here. That's in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. But at the surface where we live, the clouds are coming up from the south. And you can kind of see the difference, right? These are very feathery in appearance, while these are much more thick. You see the two differences there between those clouds. So that's how we can tell where they are located in the atmosphere and where they're coming from, and it really helps paint the picture of what to expect in the hours ahead. So if you have those southerly winds, it brings in that cloud cover, the moisture, and that's what we're going to be looking for as we head through the rest of the afternoon. Temperatures today, they are getting pretty warm, and we should end the day in the low to mid 70s. Some of us may try to sneak up to around 75. Again, that's going to come with that sunshine. Overnight, though, big changes on the way. We see a lot of cloud cover. Our temperatures will put on the brakes here in the 50s, the mid 50s, in fact, across the region. Very high humidity. It's going to feel damp waking up tomorrow morning. That sets the stage for your Valentine's Day with warm and humid conditions. A few passing showers will also be possible, and those winds really starting to kick up. Now, going through the day tomorrow, here's how we time out those rain chances. They could happen in the morning time here, but these would just be a few sprinkles. I'm not expecting a whole lot out of that through lunchtime. Going into the afternoon, though, we are going to see some changes there for your Tuesday with a little bit better rain chance. Wednesday, even better with those rain chances. Those temperatures jumping into the 70s. Thursday, pay attention to the forecast. We could have some severe weather rolling on through. That's going to be a day that we watch for. But the good news is, as we head into the big weekend for Mardi Gras, things dry out and clear out, but it is going to be cold out there. Make sure to bundle up for Bonaparte Saturday night. We'll be back after this.
So, girl, I know. I don't know if my boss would be happy with me anchoring our 6 p.m. with
You can go home and take it off. I know you take a break.
I know, I do take a break.
You know, hook you up.
I would totally wear it on air if I wouldn't get in trouble for 6 o'clock. Got to be serious at 6.
You can't disappoint them.
Okay.
Do it on her.
So,
You just go by calling.
yeah, I could do it on my hand.
Does she not want her last name?
It's up to them.
Oh,
It's
we
fine.
can go by Collins.
Yeah, I like Collins.
They're
All right, welcome back. Joining us in studio today, we have Collins of Crazy Creations by Collins. Thanks so much for being here.
You're welcome.
So, okay, I need to put this out there. You're 10, and you have your own business, a little young entrepreneur. Tell us what you make, Collins.
So this is face glitter. It goes on wet and it dries. So all of them are sealed so they last longer.
Yeah.
And so it's already wet. All you do is put it on.
And it just dries
and
and
it just
stays?
dries and it stays.
That is
You
so cool.
touch it.
We have a live
Nothing.
demo right here, too. The glitter is
Nothing.
so pretty. What made you want to make face glitter?
So I wanted to get an iPad, and my parents were like, we're not just gonna get you an iPad.
Okay.
So I just looked around to find random stuff to do, like, I don't know, just random stuff, and I found this, and it's grown so much, and it's just my
Now,
life.
how old were you when you started making the face
I
glitter?
was 8.
8?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and you have some really, really pretty creations. Do you have a favorite? What's it like to to mix all the glitter and make it?
It just, I don't know.
It's fun?
It's fun.
They are fun, and you're in local stores. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, what's that like for you?
So sometimes it can be like really hard because tackling during like this time, because I have to go to school and my mom and dad have to work, so sometimes they can't do it. Then after school I have to do it, but it just comes out and it's always fun doing it, and I wouldn't change anything about it, and I like doing it.
Your glitters are so fun, and they're perfect for Mardi Gras. Mm-hmm. That's you at the Mardi Gras parade. You got your glitter on. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, I love this. Is it a top secret recipe?
Yeah, not really. You can like find it, but I don't really tell anybody because I don't want people to like
absolutely
make it. And
Collins, we are almost out of time, but if people want to support you and your small business, how can they?
They can go to my Facebook page at Crazy Creations by Collins.
Guys, go check her out. These little glitters, perfect for Mardi Gras, any holiday. They're so fun. Collins, thank you so much for being here. Of course. If you guys want to learn more, head to KLAF.com. Everything you need is going to be right there. Stay with us. We'll be right back. All right, look at that beautiful poached egg. Justin, what do you do to top this off?
Next part, all you do is take a ladle full of your favorite gumbo. We use chicken and sausage, we call this the Cajun Benedict because it reminds me of an Eggs Benedict with the gumbo taking the place of the hollandaise.
I love that.
Some fresh scallions on top, and
beautiful.
Good to go.
Guys, go check out French Press. We're going to post all the details on our website, KLAF.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this.
You're watching News 15 at noon.
Welcome back to News 15 at noon. I'm Taylor Trichet. Thank you for joining us. Let's go ahead and take a look outside with Storm Track 15 meteorologist Adam Olivier. Adam, it is beautiful outside.
Yeah, Taylor, we're seeing some really nice weather across the area. Lots of blue skies, a few clouds in the sky as well. But these are not the rain-producing type of clouds. These are just the ones that at times, maybe at best, would filter some sunlight. But a pretty nice day view from our Queen City of the Tesh camera in New Iberia. Looking out across the horizon, no issues to tell you about, and that's how it looks to stay for the rest of your afternoon. A temperature of 68 right now, winds 7 miles per hour, variable, so they're just kind of moving all about. Dew point of 53. But our temperatures are bouncing up quickly. We're approaching 70 if you're not already there. Breaux Bridge, in fact, is already at 70 degrees, mid to upper 60s elsewhere. So through the rest of your afternoon, I'm expecting those 70s to become more commonplace, and we will see some really nice conditions sticking around for today. But changes as we head into the days ahead. We're tracking rain chances for you. Those details in just a bit. Taylor?
All right, Adam, thank you. Right now, though, we're learning about Enneagrams with our very own Ainsley. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, I have so many questions.
I know.
What is Enneagrams?
So the Enneagram is a personality assessment, a personal development tool, similar to something that you might think of Myers-Briggs or DISC. But the difference, and the thing that's so amazing about the Enneagram, is that instead of just describing your behaviors and just what they are, it talks about the why behind them.
Okay.
And your core motivators. What motivates you to do the things that you are doing?
That's really cool. So how can someone figure out why they do this? Like, how do you figure out what Enneagram you are?
Yeah, so there's 9 basic personality types, and I have a little free assessment on my website that is enneagramwithab.com. There's a little free assessment. You can learn more about your type specifically, and if it gets too confusing, because it is a lot, you can hire a coach like me, and I can walk you through the whole process and get you on your path to your healthiest self.
Why do you think it's so important that people learn what type of Enneagram that they are?
I think that it's revolutionary when it comes to understanding your own self, your self-awareness, right? Not only for your own benefit, but for your relationships, whether it's work relationships, friendships, or with Valentine's Day coming up, if you want to spice up your romantic life, get to know your significant other even better on a deeper level. It is amazing for that.
And you mentioned you coach this as well.
Yeah. All the time, every
how
day.
does that work? How do you see this kind of transform the people that come to you?
I think the transformation all stems from the work and research that they're doing on themselves. And I love seeing them go from point A to point B. You walk in not knowing what, the reason behind your why. And then you walk out with this blossoming, version of yourself. And it is just phenomenal to see that transformation.
Yeah, I bet you it's fun to just kind of watch them, kind of that light bulb moment.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, I understand why I am the way I am.
And it breeds empathy, right? It breeds compassion.
Yeah.
It exposes understanding and allows you to really connect with the people near you, whether it's, with your spouse or whatever. I know people have said to their spouse, why do you do the things that you're doing?
Yeah.
The Enneagram answers that question and then allows for you to connect and understand each other.
This could be a great thing, especially Valentine's Day right around the corner.
Yes.
Ainsley, how can people learn more?
Learn more at enneagramwithab.com, and if you use code TAY15, you get 15% off of all Enneagram coaching.
I love that. We're going to post all that information on our website, klaf.com, so you guys can check it out and find out why you do the things you do. Ainsley, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, and speaking of Valentine's Day, we do have to go check back in with Al Hebert. He's at Bonefish. Hey, Al, how's it going?
Hey, we are at Bonefish Grill. I'm with Tyler Rayo, and we are going to make a smoked old fashioned. Now, old fashions are super popular, not just in Lafayette, but all over. So show us how this is done. Walk me through this.
All right, Mr. Al, so we're going to take our Woodford Reserve. We're going to pour 2 ounces, so that's an 8 count. Okay. We don't use jiggers in this bar, so we free pour.
So I'm going to let you count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful.
Whoa, and that's right, huh?
Yep, that's perfect. Now we're going to take our brown sugar syrup.
Now
give it a 2 count. So that's a quick one. 1, 2. Beautiful. Now we're going to pack our glass full of ice.
Whoops. I'll pay for that.
All right, and like Jeff in the last segment, we're not shaking this. We don't want to.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna take our spoon and get our a little action in there. Get that a little mixed up. All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
We're gonna strain this over a colossal cube.
Now the colossal cubes, I love those. Look at that, big giant ice cube.
All right, now go ahead and pour that over, Mr. Al.
Okie doke.
Beautiful. You smell that?
Oh,
that
you know I
brown
do.
sugar syrup really adds that great taste to it. And now we're gonna drop a Bordeaux cherry right over there.
Okay, we've got about 30 seconds.
Our Bordeaux cherry, and then we're
let's
gonna
smoke this
add
baby
the
up.
smoke.
Oh, nice.
You see that?
Got it.
Now we're gonna cap it on top.
Whoa!
And then that infuses it. And then as we run it to the table, what we're gonna do, the little aromatics right there. You see all that?
Ah, look at, now that's a show.
That's beautiful right there.
That is a show. Hey,
That's
look,
sexy.
we are going to go back to the studio. Old fashioned, one of my faves, Bonefish Grill. Happy Valentine's Day.
Well, here's a view of the current situation around town where we are tracking some warm temperatures and sunshine, but that's about to change as showers and storms return to the forecast. Details coming up.
But up next, we're making Wellness Wednesday on a Monday. Yvette and Toni are here. That's next. Stay with us. Guys, sorry, I was like all over the place today.
Just doing your job.
I know. I
Doing the
I
thing?
like to like talk with my
Oh yeah.
people before
You
too.
need that.
Yeah.
I don't need that. I feel it in my back pocket and I think it's a phone, you know?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Animal aid in 2016. She was like in 3rd grade, was she? Or 4th grade, 3rd?
And now she's applying for some leadership, like things, like. All right, guys, welcome back. No, you're not wrong. It is not Wednesday. It is, in fact, Monday, but we're making Wellness Wednesday on a Monday. And I'm so excited that you guys are back. We're talking alcohol-free for 40.
This time, yes, we are starting the annual Alcohol Free for 40 challenge, which starts after Mardi Gras. Sign up is, though, this Sunday.
Okay.
So if you want to participate and you want to be part of this amazing challenge, sign up by Sunday. So what we do, it's a community event.
Yeah.
You come in, and part of it you get your labs. So you get pre and post labs to see how does going alcohol free for 40 days, how does that impact your blood labs?
Wow.
Yes. And also we do a pre and post weight and body composition.
Okay.
So that's all part of what you get with your sign up. You also get pre-post blood pressure. So we look at that.
Oh,
and
wow,
we
that's
also
awesome.
do
That's a great deal for $40.
Pre and post headshots so that you can see that change that
Yeah.
happens over the 40 days. And I love to use the word, what if?
Yeah.
Take it as a self-experiment. And what if I decide to commit and give it up for 40 days?
Yeah.
Join this community. There's an online Facebook community.
Okay.
A Facebook group that anyone can join if you don't want to, or you don't live in this region, or you can't do the labs, or you don't want to pay the money, whatever. If you want to do the challenge and you can't actually do the physical lab part, you can still join the Facebook challenge and take the pledge and join in.
And I see there's a hashtag too, hashtag AFF40.
And if you go to alcoholfreefor40.com, then you can sign up and you will see a link for Acadiana region. So we're doing it throughout the state of Louisiana.
Yeah.
And so every region has their location and sign up. And hopefully we'll get some people from News 15 joining.
Yeah, that would be a fun time. I mean, I'm intrigued to see like how that like impacts everything too. I am so excited. What's that web address one more time so people can sign up?
Alcoholfreefor40.com.
Okay, y'all go check it out. It's right there. Vanna whiting it for you guys. Go check it out. And guys, stick around because Toni is here. So that means we have yoga. Adam, yoga pants, buddy. Did you bring them?
I wonder if you forgot to tell me again. You didn't text until earlier this morning, I may remind you.
Welcome back to Wellness Monday. Even though it is
green
Wellness
orb
Wednesday, our
floating in your
favorites
face.
are in the building. Yvette, Toni. So today we're focusing on breath and movement. I
Yes.
feel like this is really important.
Yes, especially with you guys lifting weights. I mean, we do weights as well at
Yeah.
GoodWolf. And so we're going to pretend this is a weight.
Okay.
Okay, so let's pretend you have a barbell.
Okay.
You're holding your little dumbbell. And so you would inhale, so we'll use breath just so you can, I find it makes me move slower.
Okay.
So inhale a breath. As you exhale, bring it in, and then inhale out.
Oh.
Exhale in. So pretend it's 10 pounds.
Yeah. I noticed like I'm
Inhale.
focusing more on like that muscle right
That's
here, like the
right.
contractions.
So would you move fast if you're moving with breath, Adam?
This
Are you
is
holding
actually
your breath?
very difficult. I'm not going a lot.
Because you normally would do
Yeah,
this
it's like
without
I can't
about it.
thinking.
I can't figure out how to do this. Like
just
it's,
don't
it's
breathe
like,
at all.
Yeah, so like when
guilty
I
of
feel
holding
like
my breath.
I'm inhaling a lot, but then when I try to
You're
inhale
not.
again, I'm like, wait, no, I'm supposed to be. What's going on?
Yes. So you inhale, and so pretend there's a balloon sitting right here in your
Okay.
joint. As you exhale, deflate your balloon. And then inflate your balloon.
This is hard.
Deflate.
This is harder than it looks.
Right?
I feel like it's engaging my core
Because I'm
better,
so
too.
guilty of like in the gym, just like holding my breath. Like I gotta get through.
Yes.
Just get through that.
And so what if tomorrow when you go, if you lift your weights, inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale. You will move slower and get more into it.
Interesting.
You'll feel more.
Yeah.
Just by slowing down.
That like mind to muscle connection. That
Hey, that's where I go
heard
wrong. Like I have
everybody-
no connective abilities.
Right. You'll
Simple.
feel it more.
It's like I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. So this is very difficult.
You just did it though. You just
yeah,
did it.
I mean it's possible, but then as soon as I start trying to really get into it, I lose my train of thought, and it's like,
I mean, it would be the same thing with squatting. And you don't want to squat, but inhale, and then you would exhale as you sit, and then inhale, push up. Would you move slower?
Yeah, you do move
Because
slower.
you're using your breath, because you don't want to speed up your breath.
When you're breathing, I guess you're just going until like your lungs are full.
That's
and then-
exactly right. That's your stop.
Okay.
Yes.
I was gonna ask, like, should you be counting with that too? Like, that's just, I guess, the dancer in me to want to count things out.
And it would be great to count, because what if it slows you down even more?
Yeah.
Because if you give yourself the number of 6 the first set, and then 8 the next.
Yeah.
you would move slower and dig into your bicep more.
And then this also goes with that, mentality that you don't need the heaviest weight to get a lot of results.
Y'all, this is just a ball, and we're like
Well, there's so much concentration. Like you can feel the
you're
difference. Like if you just move it like this, you have that muscle reflexivity.
Going with the motion, but thinking
this
about
is
it.
like, oh, I'm actually feeling more in the forearms than what I would normally feel just by lifting.
Absolutely.
So it's very interesting.
Absolutely.
And I think breath can also correlate to form at the end of the day too, because you're sitting there focusing on the breath. You're not working about lifting as heavy as possible. You're just like, I'm just going to focus on form and breath.
Right.
And I feel like that's how you get better results.
Maybe so. Maybe we could do homework.
Yeah,
we meet in 2 weeks.
I don't like homework. That's why I left school.
We'll meet again in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, we'll talk about what happened.
Please, no pop quizzes.
No.
No, we're good at pop quizzes here.
Are we? You sure about that?
If people want to learn more about GoodWolf, Toni, how can they?
GoodWolfYoga.com.
Yes.
Brain freeze. And 337-806-9238 is my phone.
Y'all go check them out. All of this, KLAF.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back. After the break. No, Adam Olivier.
Only if you breathe with it.
Very important. You don't want to rain on anyone's Valentine's Day festivities. Adam, it's okay.
You know what else we forgot? What's Wednesday?
The Great King Cake Taste-Off. That's why our lovely Wellness Wednesday folks are in studio today, because that's going to be taking place on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So, y'all, thank you so much for being here.
My dad was quite envious. He's like, I can't believe you're not doing that.
17 king cakes, y'all. It's going to be a time. Thank y'all so much for being here.
You're welcome.
We'll see you guys right back here tomorrow.